Alright, gonna go for the menu here and select approach vehicles. And we're gonna go for the Longfin. Now I'm gonna go jump in the Sparrow. And let's go over to the police station. All you have to do is get near it, and then Pavel's going to go off on a speech and reveal the trucks on the minimap. You can see them there. So the thing to know about them is there's always going to be two right beside each other. If you look carefully, you can see them stacked, and one's going to be by itself. The one that's by itself will always be a Phantom Wedge, and that's a semi-truck with the big yeet plow on the front. So you're always going to want to go for the single one. If you want that yeet plow, it just makes your time a little bit easier. You don't have to, but I would always go steal the single one. Now this is of course if you don't have your own to call in, which we will demonstrate after this, but this is how you go about stealing one. I like to land far away so that they're not aware of me quite yet, pull out the sniper rifle and go to work that way. You could lay missiles out, but be careful because one hit on that Phantom Wedge and it'll blow it up, which I've done many a time, so I would recommend landing and just taking them out with a gun. And now that you have them taken out, you can just hop in, drive onto the police station casually. What's funny about the Phantom Wedge is for some reason you can just yeet everybody into oblivion and the police never get mad about it. Once you're there, you're just going to back up, and even if these cops aren't here, as soon as you cross the invisible line, the alarm's going to go off and you're going to get those 3 stars as you see here. So you just back up the pin there, grab it, be on your way. This particular one is actually a bit of a pain. There's 3 different police stations where you could potentially find the Longfin from. That one's the worst. If you're going to die, it's probably going to be that one. Let's just switch over here and look what happens if you own your own Longfin now. You know how long that took to go and steal one? Well, instead, you could have just landed the helicopter and called in your own. Gets delivered to you nice and close. That's always good. Just yeet a few cars out of your way. I'm purposely mowing down these officers, otherwise they'll stand up and they can pop you through the windshield. You're totally bulletproof from the back, but they can get you from the front. And now, because they are a pain to lose, you can lose them traditionally by just going somewhere like the golf course and evading their vision, of course, but the easiest thing to do is just, as you see me doing, right in front of the old cop shop around the corner, just Molotov yourself or whatever you have handy. You can let the cops do it for you too. But if they get you, then your Phantom Wedge is going to despawn, and you just call it right back in. You won't see the icon for the boat, it'll disappear until you get in the wedge, but don't worry, the boat's still going to be there. As you can see, it's still sitting there, no Phantom Wedge. So call in your own, go pick it up, good to go. If you manage to get yourself, on the other hand, then it'll still be there, and you can just pop right up and grab it. It's that easy. The only thing you have to make sure you don't do is don't accidentally drive past the police station again, because they will instantly aggro and give you back the 3 stars, and it's often one of those moments where you're like, what did I do? Why? I didn't do anything, but that's what happened. And now you're just going to drive to the docks, drop it off, and that's that. It'll look a lot simpler than it is, but this can take a long time if you're not used to it or if something goes wrong. So getting your own Phantom Wedge will pay for itself in no time. And there you have it, that's the Longfin.